Hello viewers and welcome to this new video. Today we are in Battle of Warships and we are gonna sail in the American aircraft carrier USS Hornet. I'm sorry if I didn't posted any videos in these days, but here you are, a very cool gameplay with this ship, and I will surprise you with this gameplay because it is a 7 kill gameplay and a very hard carry. So without further ado, let's reviewing the details of the ship we are about to sail in. This ship has 209k HP, which is very good for an aircraft carrier compared to her tier's HP in aircraft carriers and also other types of ships. She has an extraordinary speed, 47 knots, which is very high also compared to other aircraft carriers. The turning circle is not the best, but it is compensated by the very good speed. It has not a huge amount of aircrafts, but it is enough for this ship because disadvantage is only the aircrafts. She has no main armament, of course. She has quite good secondary guns, which will help you in lots of situations. Very nice AA guns, one of the best. No torpedoes, and we have very nice aircrafts. Not the best, but they are very powerful. For the customization, I chose the German flag, which gives more HP and speed. I chose the Oscar flag, the Snow Darken camouflage, and the German Imperial Army sticker. And so enough with these descriptions. I said that this will be an epic gameplay. Let's take the USS Hornet to battle. And here we are. Today we have not the live commentary because I was recording in a little bit of confusion in my home, and so I didn't record my voice but the direct audio of the game. So we see that we are 5 versus 7, so there is a little advantage on the enemy team, also because the enemy team had 3 aircraft carriers, which were 3 Juyo. In ship number, of course, the enemy were in advantage, but in ship types we were practically the same power, because 3 aircraft carriers were the only disadvantage for my team. And so I decided to go for them at the beginning of the battle, to compensate, of course, the aircraft carrier's number. I noticed, unfortunately, that I only had 2 repairs, and in a battle I use around 3 of them, and so 2 are not enough for me, because in aircraft carrier I use not to camp behind islands, especially if there are other enemy aircraft carriers in the team. I prefer to push. As I said, there were 3 aircraft carriers and I was pushing them. In fact, torpedoes were coming and I took my reflex and stopped my aircraft carrier before they could hit me. I started the engine again and I began to go for the first enemies. There were a destroyer and a battleship, and also a cruiser coming my way. I stopped my engine and I decided to try to bomb the battleship. That was a Japanese light battleship. I think that was a Fuso. I tried to bomb her, but I miscalculated the bomber's time, and so unfortunately my whole bomber squadron missed the target and most of my aircraft were destroyed. At the same time, the destroyer tried to launch torpedoes on me, and also an enemy aircraft carrier tried to launch torpedoes on me. Fortunately, I avoided most of the torpedoes coming. Secondaries had already opened up against the destroyer, and without the worry of the torpedoes, I started to go forward and try to take and launch torpedoes. Aircraft in the air, lots of hits, and the destroyer was sunk. Enemy battleship was coming my way. Bombers. I made a very nice hit. Unfortunately, the Fuso didn't die. She repaired her fire, but the secondaries helped me and I managed to sink her quite easily. I lost quite a lot of HP this time, and I already used a repair party, so that was not the best thing I could do. I shouldn't have taken all this damage, but I made lots and lots of damage. Instead, I torpedoed an Admiral Hipper coming my way. I avoided his torpedoes. I didn't realize that I did set a float on him. In fact, the damage counter wasn't going high, but after that I noticed it. I stopped myself to enter in secondaries range, but I have already killed him. So I started to go forward again and aim for the aircraft carriers. I said that there were 3 Juyo, and one was for sure online, because she was camping behind an island. I'm sure that also the other one were online, because they were making some very nice torpedoes on my way. I started to go left and right, trying to avoiding eventually torpedoes or even bombers coming, because I was very close. I used my last repair party, 2 of 2, and because of that I had enough for recover my HP, and I was pretty sure that I could avoid most of the torpedoes my way. One torpedo set in the water, and fortunately I dodged all of them with a lucky stop of my engine. Another torpedo on the water, and I tried to avoid them too, and another luck, I avoided them all. I started again, and at the same time another squadron was already in the air. I tried to avoid them, but unfortunately one torpedo did hit me. Luckily, that did not set a floating on me, so I could push a little bit the enemy Juyo. Secondaries had already opened up. She was not going away of my secondaries range, because I was much faster than her. My secondaries could maybe easily take her out, but it took a long time to do. She also missed their bomber though, but I decided to bomb her for the final stage of this little engagement. Bombers in the air, a few seconds later they hit the Juyo, set a fire on her that she instantly repaired, but fortunately I knew that my secondaries were gonna hit hardly. She missed again her torpedoes due to of my hard maneuver on the left. Double secondaries, and I took out the Juyo. The other Juyo coming my way launched torpedoes on me, and she missed due to the fact that she herself was on the way. My bombers were so good that I shot her once, and I took her out in only one shot. Her torpedoes were almost gonna hit me, but fortunately I made a very cool maneuver, avoiding all of them. Other torpedoes from the 3rd Junior were coming my way, but fortunately, again, I avoided them. So, practically in this match I avoided practically all torpedoes, apart a few that weren't very nice. I did bump the enemy Juyo lots of times, but all this time it was not enough. At the same time, I was pushing a little bit a Royal Sovereign. I thought that she was a Fuso, but I didn't realize that I killed the Fuso on the beginning of the match. Last, I set a torpedo squadron on the Sovereign, killing her instantly, and a last squadron on the Fuso was of torpedo bombers. I decided to do that because bombers were not gonna hit good, and so I decided torpedoes. She missed her last squadron directed to me, and with this epic final, torpedoes were hitting the target, set afloat, and granting us the 7th and last kill of the match. That was very nice. Lots of damage, lots of hits, lots of dodges, and lots of kills. That was very nice. And this was everything for today's video. I hope so much you have enjoyed this. Remember to subscribe and leave like, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.